Many people dream of a profitable project, but few think about one that doesn't consume its owner, a project that doesn't make you a slave to time or tie your income to daily exhaustion. This book starts with a simple yet profound question. Why do most projects turn into prisons for their owners? And why do some succeed in building businesses that continue even in their absence? The core idea isn't how to earn more, but how to stop being the center of everything. Because a project that only works when you're present isn't a project, it's a disguised job. Chapter 1. Why Most People Fail Despite Hard Work. The book's first shock is an idea that may seem unfair initially. Hard work alone doesn't create a successful project. Often, it's the hidden reason for failure. Most people enter the business world with an employee mentality. They think the solution lies in more hours, sacrifice, and constant exhaustion. The problem isn't lack of effort, but the type of effort. People work in the business, not on the business. The failing business owner wakes up daily to put out fires, orders, problems, customer calls, endless small decisions. They think they're managing when they're actually drowning. Over time, the project becomes a burden. Every expansion means additional pressure. Every new customer means new responsibility, and every day of absence means chaos. Here appears the painful truth. A project dependent on one person's energy will collapse sooner or later. The author distinguishes clearly between three roles most people confuse: the worker who executes, the manager who organizes, the engineer who designs the system. Most entrepreneurs remain stuck in the worker role, executing everything themselves and taking pride in it, not realizing they're limiting their project's growth with their own hands. If your project only works when you're present, you haven't built a project yet. You've just created an exhausting job with unstable pay. Chapter 2. The difference between a consuming project and one that grows quietly. The difference between the two types doesn't show initially. In the early months, all projects are tiring, but over time, signs appear. A project that consumes its owner grows outwardly, but becomes more fragile internally. Every expansion increases complexity, and every increase in demand creates new chaos. Meanwhile, a project that grows quietly may seem slower, less exciting, but its structure becomes stronger with each step. The fundamental difference isn't in the market, capital, or even the idea. It's in the design from the beginning. The draining project relies on memory, personal diligence, and let me handle this. Undocumented decisions, unclear steps, everything solved according to circumstances. In contrast, the quiet project relies on clarity. What happens with a new order? What happens with an error? Who does what and when? If your project is growing, but your life is shrinking, there's a design flaw. Chapter 3. Why Systems Matter More Than Talent. Many people link business success to talent, a smart idea, a creative person, exceptional abilities. But this book flips the equation. Talent may start the project, but the system keeps it alive. Talent is inherently volatile, tied to mood, enthusiasm, energy. The system doesn't care about your mood, doesn't wait for inspiration, and isn't affected by fatigue. The system works whether you're enthusiastic or exhausted. The most dangerous projects are those dependent on the genius person, someone who knows everything, solves every problem, intervenes in every detail. Initially, this seems like an advantage, but over time it becomes a bottleneck. Talent creates dependency. Systems create independence. A project that can't be explained in simple steps will never expand, because expansion requires clarity. Chapter 4. How to transform your expertise into a system that works without you. Most entrepreneurs carry their project in their minds. They know how to act, solve problems, and make decisions, but they don't write it down, explain it, or turn it into steps. Here lies the problem. Expertise that stays in your head serves only you, but expertise transformed into a system serves the project even in your absence. The first step isn't delegation, hiring, or expansion, it's extraction. Extract what you know onto paper. How does the process start? What's the first step? What's the recurring decision? What's the common error, and how is it corrected? If you don't transform your expertise into a system, you'll remain the system. But when you extract knowledge from your head and place it in a clear structure, the project finally begins to work without consuming you. Chapter 5. The real role of the business owner and why it must change. Many projects don't fail because of the market, competition, or lack of money. They fail because their owner didn't change their role. The business owner goes through 3 psychological stages. The executor does everything themselves. The manager starts organizing but without clear systems. The engineer designs the rules that prevent chaos. If you can't step away from your project for a week without it collapsing, you don't own a project. The project owns you. Chapter 7. Why your project doesn't need exceptional people. Projects that depend on exceptional people are inherently fragile. The good project isn't built on superhumans, but on clear systems that make ordinary people deliver excellent results. The system is the real permanent employee. People are its users. Chapter 8. Why expansion destroys many projects instead of saving them. Expansion doesn't reveal a project's strength. It exposes its weakness. Projects that collapse after expansion weren't strong. They were just small enough to hide their problems. If your project isn't stable when small, it won't be stable when large. Expansion doesn't fix flaws, it accelerates them. Chapter 9. Signs your project has started working without you. The transformation comes quietly. You stop being the bottleneck. You can be absent and nothing bad happens. Problems are solved within the system, not in your head. Your thinking shifts from reaction to vision. You start reclaiming your time, energy, and mental presence. Chapter 10. The project isn't the goal. It's the life it allows you to live. If your project gives you money but steals your time, peace, and relationships, it hasn't succeeded yet, even if it looks successful from outside. Real success is when the project serves your life, not when you sacrifice your life for it. The project is a means, not an identity, and those who confuse the two get lost along the way. Final thought. Build a project that doesn't need your constant heroism, but a system that respects your humanity. Real independence isn't just the project working without you, it's you becoming whole again outside the project.